Welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, you will learn how to build Django Rest API CRUD application using Serializer class and function-based view with Python 3.9 in Visual Studio Code. Let's get started. Ensure that you have installed Python 3.9. Test it on CMD or terminal. Type this command Python 3.9 dash dash version. Okay, I have installed it already in my machine. If you don't have installed it, please install it on your system. So create a new directory anywhere, my case desktop. Okay, now set up a new environment with Python 3.9. So type this command Python 3.9 dash mve nv. Enter your virtual environment project name env. Hit enter. This will take some time. Okay, now activate virtual environment with this command in Linux. Okay, to install Django and Django Rest framework, type this command pip install Django and Django Rest framework. Okay, we can install Django with specific version with this command. Okay, I am going to install Django 2.2 LTS version. Hit enter, and this will take some time to install Django Rest framework and another necessary packages in our newly created virtual environment. Okay, successfully installed Django and Django Rest framework and SQL parse. Okay, now we are ready to get coding. Let's create a new project to work with. Type the command Django admin start project. Enter your project name, my case backend. Okay, now navigate to the project and create a new application with Python 3.9. Okay, start app name, my case API. Hit enter. Now open this project with Visual Studio Code. Open the folder. Backend, then click on OK. We need to add our new API application and the REST framework application to installed apps. Let's edit settings file. Navigate to backend, then open settings file. Okay, scroll down. Now add REST framework. and also add api dot apps dot api config. You can get help from here. API apps, copy the class and add here. Okay, now save this file and scroll down. In this tutorial we will work with the SQLite database. This is the database name. Okay, now select Python interpreter for Visual Studio Code. So go to view and click on command palette and select interpreter and enter interpreter path and find interpreter. So browse your file system. Okay, navigate to env, then bin. Now select Python 3.9, select interpreter. Okay, we are ready to roll. Create a simple article model that is used to store code. So open models file, declare a class name article. Okay, inject model class. Now add three property in model. Okay, title, character field, max length, my case 100, and blank true, default empty. Okay, add another property, body, models, text field. Okay, now add another field, now add another property created at models date time field, add the property auto, now add true. Okay, to ordering the articles by created time, define meta class. Okay, order by created at property. Okay, now save this file. We need to create an initial migration for article model and sync the database for the first time. So open a new terminal and activate virtual environment. Virtual environment is activated. So type this command, Python 3.9 manage make migration API. Okay, hit enter. Model article has been created. So now migrate the project with this command, hit enter. We need to get started on our web API is to provide a way of serializing and deserializing the article instance into JSON. We can do this by declaring serializers that work very similar to Django's forms. So create a file in API directory and name it serializers. Serializers. Okay. Creating a serializer class. Define article serializer class. Class article serializer. Okay. Import article model and REST framework. Okay, now import serializer class and article model from REST framework. Import serializers and from API models import article. Now inject serializer class in article serializer. Okay. Now define the fields that get serialized or deserialized. Add 3 field: ID, serializers dot integer field. Okay, this field will work as a primary key, so make it read only. Okay, add title, serializers dot character field required. Okay, true, and max length 100 character and allow blank true. Okay, add body, serializers dot character field. Save this file. To creating an instance, define create method inside article serializer. Okay, now return article objects. Okay, and create method will create and return a new article instance given the validated data. Now define update method when calling serializer.save method. So define update. Okay. Instance dot title equal validated data dot get method title instance title body okay. Now call save method. So instance dot save. Okay, and now return instance. Okay, save this file. Now we will write regular Django views using our serializer. So edit views file, open views file. Now import the following classes from Django HTTP. Import HTTP response and JSON response from REST framework dot parser. Import JSON parser from API models. Import article and from API serializers import article serializer. Okay. Now our API is going to be a view that supports listing all the existing articles or creating a new article. Let's define a function. Name it article list. Contains parameter request. Okay. Now code request dot method equal get return JSON response with serializer data else if request dot method equal post. Okay, get JSON parse data, parse requested data, and serializer article serializer. Okay, if serializer is valid, serializer dot save and return JSON response with serializer data, status code 201, return JSON response with serializer, errors, and status code 400. Okay, here JSON further parse the post request data and store it in data. Then it will be sent to article serializer. If the serializer is valid, then a new article record will be created and saved into database, and return JSON response with status code 201. The code 201 indicates that a request was successful, and as a result a resource has been created. And status code 400 will be returned if the request had bad syntax or was inherently impossible to be satisfied. If we want to post to this view from clients that would not have a CSRF token, we need to work the view as CSRF exempt. So import CSRF exempt from Django views decorators. Import CSRF okay. Now add annotation CSRF exempt. Now save this file. Although REST framework views actually use more sensible behavior than this, but it will do for our purpose right now. Now create URLs file inside API application and wire the view. URLs. Okay. Articles from API, import views. Okay. Views dot article list. Okay, save this file. We also need to wire up the root URL. So open root URL and import include and add path API include API URLs. Okay, now save this file. Now run the server and test the API. Okay. Run server. Okay. Okay. We will test the API in Visual Studio Code. So installed REST client extension in Visual Studio Code. Search in extension search bar REST client. Okay. Installed REST client for Visual Studio Code. Okay, I have installed it already in my Visual Studio Code. After successful installation of REST client, we need to create a new file and name it api.http. Inside our project api.http. Okay. Now open this file. Now test API HTTP GET method to retrieve all article. So type GET, then copy the URL, API articles. Okay, save this file and click on send request. We don't have any records. Okay. Now test API HTTP post method to create a new article. So type post and content type application JSON and accept application JSON. Leave a blank line and then now send the data to the database using post method. Title, this is new title. Okay, and body article body. Okay, now save this file and click on send request. Okay, open serializers and edit this line. Okay, now click on send request. Okay, our new article record has been created by post method. Now implement the put and delete method in API view. Open a view file, scroll down. Okay, define article detail method getting two parameter request and primary key. Primary key will be used to retrieve, update and delete an existing article. Okay, now code try. Accept. Okay, article retrieve article by primary key. If article does not exist, HTTP response returned with 404 status code. If request dot method get serializer copy these lines and paste here. Okay, edit this line. Okay, also edit this line. Save this file. Also implement put method. If article identified by primary key, then get method retrieve that article detail. Okay, now implement put method. Post and put method works similar way. So copy this, paste here. Now edit. Add article. Article serializer. Okay, serializer data, and okay, now save this file. Status code 400 indicates that the server cannot or will not process the request due to client error. Now implement delete method. Request dot method equal delete. Okay, article dot delete and return http response with status code 204. Okay, 204 no content success status response code indicates that a request has succeeded, but the client doesn't need to navigate away from its current page. Now where this view in API URLs. Open API URLs and add path articles integer primary key. Okay, views article detail. Okay, now save this file. Okay, test the API for put and delete method. Okay, open api.http file. Now use put method to update the record by id 1, change the value of title. Okay, save this file and now click on send request. (403) forbidden. So we have to add an annotation in article detail method csrf exempt. Okay, now save this file and reopen api.http file and now click on send request. Okay, and see the result. The record has been updated. Now delete a record by id with delete method. Okay, now save this file and click on send request. (204) no content. That means the record by id 1 has been deleted. Okay, we can test it on terminal using curl and http/ie. Install http/ie using pip, activate your virtual environment and install pip using this command pip install http IE. In the same way that Django provides both form class and model form classes, REST framework includes both serializer classes and model serializer class. Let's refactor our serializer using model serializer class. So open serializer and remove all this line, define meta class. Okay, now change serializer to model serializer. Model name, article, at the field ID, title and body. Save this file. Now retrieve all the files. Now retype all records. Now create a new record. Okay. Now retype all articles using http. So type this command http and then use the URL and see the result, and also retype by ID. Okay, if you like this video, please subscribe this channel, like, comment and share. Thank you so much for watching this video.